Okay, good morning guys. I did start this car stream yesterday and then the stream crashed and wouldn't reload, and it was a crap day frankly yesterday for tech and getting things working. So I abandoned him temporarily to come back to him today. So this is a big burly knight with claymore and enormous shield for the Petrichor game from MS Paints. Petrichor's not out yet, by the way, it's a game in development, so if you want to find out more about that, you can follow along with MS Paints on YouTube. I'm sure he'll be making some videos about it and showcasing it and showing it off when there is time for it. For now, I am, oh for God's sake, 2 seconds in and the ZBrush crashes. What a way to start a stream. Literally hadn't done anything with it then, so it's okay. So I'm going to isolate the head. We've got a big visor going on here. I'm going to just drag the head up. What you're looking at here, by the way, guys, is a helmet taking shape. So I started by duplicating the whole body. I've already sculpted the breastplate. So now I'm just working on the helmet. I'm going to split the helmet into two parts. So it'll be the actual back part of the helmet, and then there will be the mask element at the front. Ricardo over on YouTube, good morning and thank you for the sub. Mr. Squarepeg, how are you doing today? Good morning to you too. Good stuff. What are we doing today? Have you got anything planned for the day? Learning a bit of programming. What, you learning Python or C# or? Ah, nice. Have you tried using AI for any of the code yet? Yeah, I can kind of imagine it would. I tried out a bit of kit called Replit. All right, you know why? Is it because it doesn't have the context of everything else that you've done? Have you tried Replit? See, I'm trying to get I'm trying to do some work on the Crystal Collapse website at the moment, and I need functionality that doesn't exist at the moment. So I've got some script that ChatGPT has written for me to do a custom WordPress plugin. I haven't done it yet, but I'm not actually optimistic that it's going to work properly. Replit is good. So Replit is it's basically an AI agent that builds software for you. So as an example, I went on to Replit. So Jacob was my son. He is my son, but he was doing some world building and story writing and stuff, and he was having trouble tracking things through, making sure that he'd got everything ticked off. And I said to him, I said, well, we can, we'll make you like a database so you can put things into. And I was seeing this Replit. So let's see if I've got the. Yes, here we go. So here's Replit. Here's what it looks like. Claude, Sonnet 4.5 and Opus 4.5. I'll look at them, see if they can do a good job on it. But basically, what I decided to do was for Jacob's. Pulled up this thing, so I gave it a brief. So basically, I said like, I want you to create me a world building app, and you basically just tell it what you want. You just say like, do this. This is what I want it to do. This is how I want it to function, and you can iteratively go back in and tell it to change things. So it does all of these things, and what it does is it's because it's an AI agent. It's like telling John Connor to go, the Terminator to go and kill John Connor. It just goes off and does it, and then comes back when the job's done. So it literally took about half an hour to do this, and it built this thing for me. We can upload a world map. We can put pins onto the world map to say, these are locations. Those locations can tag to locations here as a thing. We can have timeline events where you can tag locations and characters, and it basically weaves everything together, so everything becomes like interwoven and linked. So you'll be able to click on a character's profile. If I can open it. All this, by the way, this is the Upgrade Now subscription-free thing. This is the plan was that this would be a free app that we can put online somewhere, and you'll be able to use it, and there'll be ads on it, and then obviously you can pay a subscription fee to unlock and remove the ads. Do I go? Can't remember how I launch it, so I can actually click into things. Oh, here, sorry. Yeah, so click on characters over here, and we go down. You can open up a character's profile. It tells you age, put an image on there. AI will generate your text and data for you if you want it to. Personality traits, the backstory, tags about the character, save. And then we go to like locations. We've got like the places mapped out. creatures, so we can create, like, you know, flora and fauna and all the other bits and bobs. And then we have like actual events. They've got, like, let's say, characters involved, locations and whatever else, and then it's plotted in a timeline with like the years and stuff. So we can sequentially, because one of the things he was struggling with was he knew where it started and he knew where it ended, but the bit in the middle was where he was struggling. So he was trying to make it so that he can put the start and the end in, but then we can also insert extra bits to kind of do the journey from the start to the end, if that makes sense. And then anywhere where we needed extra stuff, we can drop them in, and then basically what happens is these events become chapters of your story. And then obviously we've got a story generator here as well, so we can use all of the stuff we've done here to basically draw down from this to write the story and create it. So either AI can do it for you and it will pull the information from your timeline and whatever else and write the story using all the information you've fed in at the front end, or you do it manually, but you can actually just produce it here. So and then there's checkers tools that we put in there, so it kind of goes back and kind of like looks at stuff. But this was all they call it vibe coding, don't they? But this is what the program kind of kicked out for me from like just a couple of prompts. When this is about 4 months ago, I did this. But you can see here, it's like it's going back. It's checking actions. It needs things like my Stripe payment data and stuff like that. So I've got to go and load a load of APIs in there to kind of make it work so that people can pay and whatever else. But once I've got all of that information loaded, essentially this is a ready to run website. It's not very sexy to look at, but it's functional. And I say I only created it for my son to use for his own stories. If anybody else gets some use out of it at some point, then great. But it was just for his kind of story development, really, I suppose. Encourage him a little bit. But yeah, no coding needed on that one. That was all done by Replit. Right then. Zoom back in, let's get some detailing done on the face. Oh, nice. What did you do? Are you on about a camera system in the game? In Unreal 5? Nice. I love a Metroidvania game. Symphony of the Night for me every time. Another classic. Yeah, speaking of classics, I have a Humble Bundle subscription. I was going through my December subs, and in December, part of the Humble Bundle was the new Streets of Rage 4 on Steam. A bloody good game. It's exactly what you remember Streets of Rage being. The old side-scroller beat 'em up. They've done a cracking job on it. It's such a nostalgia hit, that game is, as well. They've updated all the graphics, so it's got real, like, modern cartoon kind of like, you know, real cartoony animation, like characters that literally look like actual cartoon characters, and the backgrounds are really kind of like really nice and detailed. So they've leveled up all of the stuff, but the gameplay is like literally everything you ever remember. You know, the old walk left and right and then up and down through the scene, punching and kicking and grabbing people and throwing them and lobbing knives and stuff like that. It's just a good game. So how far you got with your Metrovania Contra game then? Is it a testing phase yet, or your early development? Cannot get bloody comfortable today. A few years back, I dabbled with trying trying to learn coding, because you know I've got I need more hobbies and more things to take up my time. Jest, of course, but I thought I'd dabble with it and try. So I've got some. I've got a course in coding RPG games with well, coding games on Udemy, I think it was. I tried to learn a bit of C# and I wrote my game design document with all my script plans that I needed. So I planned the game out, just never executed it. It was a guy called. There was two blokes on it. I can't remember what it was. It's going back a couple of years now. There was two guys. One of them was called Ben. I don't know if that helps. There was also a YouTube channel where they made. There was a guy who basically solo made a RPG in chunks. I mean, he knew what he was doing. He weren't like, you know, he wasn't figuring it out on the fly. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was teaching you how to make it, but he was doing it as a piecemeal thing. So one day you'd make the inventory, and another day you'd set up the characters. And so once you get your head around that whole, you have to create everything in the game. Nothing exists until you make it exist. There's on the topic of coding, actually, there's another one that's code.org. I think it's code.org. It's one I've got Jacob on. So set him up an account on there, and there's all these like little games you have to make, all these little exercises you go through, where they basically teach you to code from like, you know, real simplistic kind of thing, but they basically give you a game that's like there's a bit of code missing out of it, like to do with the movement and whatever. The game's already there, it's already on screen, and you have to finish the game, so you have to insert the movement code. And when you first start it, it's like blocks that you just drag and drop, but it gets your head around like the sequential order of things and the way the commands work and the commands are staged and stuff. It's quite a good way of learning, actually. Save it before it crashes. I don't know what Scratch is. Here it is, this is code. So basically you've got like, you'll learn. So it's for kids. We go here like explore learning for age 11 and up and whatever. So they've got like the game labs type thing, so you go in there, you do it at your own pace basically, but they've got all these like real simplistic games that you kind of go in and they give you a load of assets and stuff, so you haven't got to try and build everything, but you can learn how to do the things like, you know, a bouncing game and make a character move using the arrow keys and stuff. So basically just create code, bind it to keys and all that kind of stuff. So, but obviously because it's aimed at kids, it's quite a simple. Oh no, that sounds useful though. What was I saying there, mate? Lots of programmers hate Scratch because it's limited. Yeah, but it gets you somewhere started, doesn't it? That's the thing. It might be limited, but... a little bit bigger. We're getting there. just do an extraction of that. Bit too thick, shrink it down. Set. Delete the internal geometry, solidify it a bit. fill this a little bit so there's no, when a dude moves his head, I don't want the cavity underneath the helmet to kind of have to have supports under it. So we need to like fill this in basically. To a point at least.
forgot I got it masked off when I did that a second ago. My window didn't fit the window properly, and there was a bit of the canvas that was missing. Had to address that.